Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of What If Naruto Became the King of Necromancers. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Exiled from the Sasuke clan over on Anime King 3. And over on Anime King, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Broken by the people that he loves. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy, guys. And if you're new, yes, you heard that correctly. I did have 3 channels, Anime King 2, and Making 3, which I post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, we were in the Hokage's office, as Jiraiya lifted up Naruto's shirt. As Naruto was confused by the action, well, he looked confused as they searched for the seal, but it was nowhere to be found. As the members were revealed, as Hayashi did not say anything, Tsutomu smelled Naruto and he smelled like death. And Hayashi saw Naruto's chakra was so cold. As Naruto told him that the last thing he remembered was orange fur and a flash. They knew that he was Naruto, but they didn't know what happened to him, or what happened to the Kyuubi, or how he ended up in the sand, but it seems like someone had taken him when he was younger, and extracted the Kyuubi when he was a bit older, and then left him in the hidden sand village. Even though his reserves are high Jonin level, and he was just a civilian, it was rather remarkable. As Naruto asked if he could go towards the exam, as Hiruzen allowed Jiraiya to bring him there, as Naruto made his way. They knew that he was under the care of Baron Shi, but they didn't know why the man had decided to take him in, or what exactly the man wanted, or if he was the one that took the Kyuubi. As Naruto made his way, Sahara almost killed several people, as they were all messing with their boyfriend, as Anko doing the same thing. Once Naruto was gone in the forest, Kurenai asked Anko where the seal was. Anko was shocked. Kurenai didn't remember when she went to Baron Shi, as she was praying for her students to be alright through the exam, and Baron Shi told her that someone that she knew would get rid of a weight on her shoulder, as it was Anko. But Anko knew that she had on the seal before that brat had touched her. As she looked towards the forest of death. Meanwhile, Naruto had the soul fragment of Orochimaru, as he was able to learn medical ninjutsu from it. As if he could learn that much from just a soul fragment, he was wondering what he could get from the entire soul. As they made their way towards the tower, arriving there, they saw everyone. The fight started to happen, as Naruto stayed with Sahara. Several other people fight as well, as Veronica came there, allowing Jiraiya to move towards where Hiruzen was. Hiruzen was adamant on making Naruto stay here, as he would not let him go back to the sand. He deserved to be here. His parents were proud Konoha shinobis, and he deserved to be here. Veronica was upset about that. Sahara was pissed off, as Veronica repeated back to them, as she wanted to kill Hiruzen, but Naruto told her to calm down, and follow the plan. Everything will go naturally. As she calmed down, the remaining fights went off after that. They were able to make their way, as Naruto returned back to the shop later that night. As someone came there, it was none other than Jiraiya of the Sanin, as he wanted answers from Baron Shi. So yeah guys, so basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across the playthrough for yourself. So what do you say begin this new episode? Let's get straight into it. You and I need to talk, Baron Shi, said Jiraiya, as he narrowed his eyes. Yes, I know. Your request was pretty simple. You want the truth. Humans always seek the truth. Not a simple one though. They always want the one with a capital T. So tell me, Jiraiya, Toad Sage, one of the legendary Sanins, student of the 3rd Hokage, what is the truth that you want from me? I can see the conflict inside of you, and I can tell that some of the truth that you want is some that you don't want to hear. as Baron Shi's fingers were crossed in front of his face as he chuckled darkly. "You speak big words for someone who sells smoke to impressionable people," said Jiraiya as he glared at Baron Shi. He looked towards the two skull guards. As they stepped forward, he also heard the sound of a blade being unsheathed. It was Veronica. "Selling smoke? That's how you describe my job?" Kinda funny hearing that from someone who's obsessed about a prophecy made by some old toads, as Naruto chuckled once again, as he was amused by Jiraiya's expression. "What? How do you know about that?" said Jiraiya. He was oblivious that Minato was the one that told Naruto about the prophecy. "I know enough. They told you that a student of yours will either change the world, that they will either destroy the shinobi way of living, or change it completely into something unrecognizable." As Baron Shi got to his seat and started to walk, but his robes were long enough, it looked like he was floating as they were just hovering on the ground. As Naruto was able to perform a transformation that made him taller, as he leaned closer to Jiraiya and whispered, "I know you fear that your supposed pupil would end up destroying your precious shinobi life. That is why you ditched Minato. And now you're hoping to maneuver his son Naruto to change in shinobi way. Am I right?" "Shut up," said Jiraiya as he moved back. Sad. Really sad. Prophecies are indeed set in stone. But someone can easily twist one up, and twist the meaning rather easily. There is no need to become obsessed over one, and obsessed over the message. "You don't know what you're talking about," said Jiraiya as he glared at him. "There's a lot of people who has done the same as you. A lot of people that obsess over cryptic words. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord will born as the 7th month dies, and he will have the power he knows not. That idiot in particular got desperate because of it, and his prophecy did not give a clear answer about the winner. What a fool." As he stooped down and drew, with a chalk, a circle on the floor, with a pentagram inside. "What are you talking about?" said Jiraiya, as he watches Baron Shi put several candles around the circle. An inside joke of us oracles. Something happened several millennia ago, and is still a source of laughs, said Naruto. "What are you doing?" Jiraiya asks. "I've decided to help you. You won't listen to reason unless your main doubt won't get removed. Enter this circle inside your heart. That resides in my universe," said Baron Shi. "Tuh, so be it," said Jiraiya as he stepped inside. Instantly the room melted as Jiraiya blinked. Hundreds, thousands of stars surrounded him. He saw the majestic ball of sun burning in front of him, and below him was a strange blue spear. It was the planet that he lived in. "Jiraiya, if I'm not mistaken, you came to me to find some answers." The voice of Baron Shi echoed all around. This is not an illusion. That's true. I need to know the real meaning of the prophecy, and Naruto possible involvement in it," said Jiraiya as he looked around for the voice source. The Elder Toad predicted the birth of the possible destroyer of the world. There's no change in that. The oracle words are unchangeable. But then, Jiraiya was cut off though. "By the way, every matter has more than a single aspect. By weaving, we cross a thread, joining to the warp, and obtaining a cloth. If we pull the threads out of the warp, we will undo what we have yet to obtain. And like this, the destroyer of the world can become the great king of creation. Why don't you try to see things like that? Creating something new. Sometime, there needs to be destruction before you can create." "What? What's that supposed to mean? What can I do to avert absolute destruction? Is Naruto really involved in all of this? Was him losing the Kyuubi a part of the prophecy as well?" Jiraiya said with fear in his voice. "You will find the answers inside of you," a younger voice said as a young boy walked towards Jiraiya. "Naruto?" said Jiraiya with wide eyes. "Maybe. Yes, maybe not. Maybe not yet. If you want a happy ending, that depends on where your story stops. Pay attention and choose. You or the village. What's easy or what's right? Will your duty follows, or will you take your instinct and ignore your orders? The choice is only yours to make." As the young Naruto shift into Baron Shi. "Wait, are you Naruto? Or are you just messing with my head?" "Go." As Baron Shi pushed him, Jiraiya screamed as he fell. Jiraiya snapped out of bed as he looked around, cold sweat all over his face running down, as he panted heavily. As Jiraiya took a good look at the room to realize he was in his inn, in the hotel. A dream? It seemed so real. Was Naruto really there? Or was that man trying to confuse me? He asked the room, unable to understand if that was real or not, or if it was a simple dream. Meanwhile, he should be awake by now, said Naruto as he scratched his eyes startlingly. Are you sure that it was a good idea showing yourself like that? The Kyuubi doll asked from the table. I needed to add some shock to the whole thing, Kurama. Otherwise, the message wouldn't have reached his brain. He needed to choose between ideals and Konoha. If he continued like this, he would one day find himself in a situation that will result in his inevitable death. Should he remain so blindly loyal to Konoha, then I will have to remove him. I can't risk this world spiraling into chaos because people like him cannot accept the changes this world need to undertake, said Naruto, as he picked up his plushie toy. You know that after this month there will be the finals, and the start of the invasion, said Kurama with a sigh. Yes, I know. After that, the real battle for the Shinobi world will start. Stopping Orochimaru from branding Sasuke was just the first step. My vision will show us what we need to do. All we have to do is wait and be ready. There will be a war, said Kurama. Probably, but it's too soon to say. I saw the moon, and there was a strange Sharingan eye that was released in a shadow that destroyed everything in its path. But I know for certain it's a bad omen. A warning. What would happen if we fail, said Naruto as he got on his bed. Those visions are not a blessing, but a curse, said Kurama. I know, said Naruto, but if I don't do something with this knowledge, then no one will, said Naruto as he fell asleep, as Kushina came guard near him, with a sad expression on her face. She was just hoping that one night, visions won't disturb her son, even though she knew that this was an ability that he could just turn off. Time skip. Konoha. Shot near the underworld. Night before the finals. The three sisters sit in front of Naruto as he moved from the crystal towards the cards in front of him, as there was the poisonous snakes hissing behind him. No matter what method I use, it always showed the same result. Your father reaches death. He died a few hours ago, said Naruto, as he moved to grab a mirror, as he placed it in the middle of the table. Are you sure, said Temari, as Naruto lights some incense. Yes, as he drew a circle around the mirror, before he started to write some symbols with a chalk. Check again, please. I need to know why he still has to reach a village, said Sahara in a low voice. Naruto's eyes dull in color, as he looked towards the mirror like he was transfixed with it. Images flashed in front of his eyes as snakes that he finally linked to Orochimaru, the traitorous snake, as they stabbed through the Kazekage, before those snakes merged into a double of the Kazekage with a wicked grin on his face. The same result. I am sorry, Sahara. The man coming here is not your father, so I won't have my revenge, he said, in a low growl. If it is of any consolation, I also predicted the killer's death during the invasion, even though I don't like to act directly on things. I can help you become the cause of his demise, said Naruto, as he put the mirror on his back. Can you do that? I saw his death. In a way or another, he will die in the invasion. How or by who is not really important. Even if I don't like to see you so engrossed in your desire for revenge, I will help you find your peace no matter what. Thank you, said Sahara, as she walked around the table and sat down right in his lap. What about you? We heard that they tried to enter here by force, said Kankyu. Some of those roots tried to wait here for Baron Shi to kidnap him. Apparently their master didn't like the fact that I took liberty with the first ones that he sent here. They were just wasted corpse once I finished extracting information from them, as he pointed towards the new groups of shrunken heads resting on the wall. And about you, Temari asked. Voices about my peculiar chakra are still a secret between the civilians, but the said root master is apparently between the shinobi sides, or probably an elder of the council, since he want dear Naruto to visit him, to do some research to see what the boy is all about. You know who he is, don't you, said Kankyu. Of course I do, but since he's my prey, forgive me if I'm the only one that wants to have some fun with him, as a candle on a nearby shelf lit up. As Naruto chuckled. Interesting. What is that, said Sahara. A special candle. The type appeared when I opened the shop the first time, when the appointment with Baron Shi is requested. The purple one near that light up to alert me. But when the blue one also light up, it means that Naruto is also a part of the personal request. I made it so when someone want to ask about me, or talk about myself I know, he said. And who's looking for you, said Temari as she narrowed her eyes. The strange proctor of the second part of the exam. Anko Midarashi, said Naruto. She flirted with you. Kill her, says Sahara. Now, let's hear what you want first, said Naruto as he kissed her on the neck, making her calm down. Can't we kill her now and ask her after she's dead why she wants to see you? You can talk to the dead after all, said Sahara. My poor little yandere, Sahara-chan, is afraid I'll break up with her. Come on. You know I love you, said Naruto as he held her back. I'm not a yandere, she said. Then he's ours as well, right? I knew that you'd have seen reason in the end, said Kankyu with a smile. No, said Sahara. She held on to Naruto tight. Too late. He's now a property of the Sand Sisters, said Temari. Sahara's eyes started to twitch. I will... As she was cut off as Naruto placed a kiss on her lips. As that calmed her down. Calm down now, he said, and refrain from destroying my office. Okay, she said, as she snuggled up against him. Just to be clear, I want to be kissed like that later, said Kankyu. Me too, said Temari. He's mine, Sahara said in a low voice. The three of us can keep others away. We only want our fair share, said Temari. No, said Sahara. It's your choice, said Naruto as he caressed her head. At least conspire, said Kankyu. As Sahara glared at her. Fine, I'll think about it. Master, said Veronica. Shall I go take the client? Yes, my dear. Let's hear what our sweet Uncle-chan wants. Come with me, Minato-san. Better move. Master, time is precious, and we don't want to waste it. Talk about devotion, said Minato, as he placed on the skull mask and followed the human doll. You three should hide. We can't have her find new guys, said Kushina as she pushed the girls in another room. She won't sense you, just stay quiet and watch if he wants, said Naruto, as he covered his face with the hood. A few minutes later, she's here, master, said Veronica, as she guided Anko towards his seat. As Anko sat down in front of the table, I would like to say it's a pleasure having you here, but giving you such an easy way to make a joke, to break the ice, would not be appreciated, I presume, said Naruto. You know I don't believe a single thing that you have here, right? So let's cut the crap and get to it, said Anko. You don't believe in my abilities, but yet here you are asking for me. And why ask to see the blonde boy? You are part of the IT department of Konoha. Finding a civilian shouldn't be hard for someone like you. As Anko was shocked. No, that's interesting. I didn't tell anyone I was coming here, or what I want to ask. So how do you know why I'm here, she said. Do you see this shop, he said. Knowing what you want before you even set foot in here is something I should know, for you guys to believe in someone like me. Well then, Anko said, tell me, what do I want to know? As she leaned on the decks to show some cleavage, he chuckled as he got up to grab one of the snakes in the glass containers behind him. Do me a favor and cover your breasts. I'm not a fool to be swayed by a memory gland, to spit out all my secrets. About your requests, you lost your skirt seal, a little souvenir from your late teacher Orochimaru. And you think that Naruto is in part, or maybe, completely responsible of its removal. But not only that, you heard about my predictions, like the one I told to your friend Kurenai, and the one I told to Tenten. You want me to answer your question to see if the boy removed that thing, when not even a seal master like Jiraiya could. As he raised a snake who was hissing towards Anko, Anko's eyes snapped towards him. How do you know that? Are you spying on us? As she rushed towards him, but she was grabbed by Kushina and Minato, with Veronica placing a blade at her throat. I am a necromancer, Anko Midarashi. Believe it or not, I can talk to the spirits of the underworld, and I can use death itself as my weapon and my ally, as he caressed the snake head as it coiled her in his hand. So what, do you expect me to be scared? To beg for mercy and ask for help, and call you Baron Shisama? First of all, stay calm and sit down, and we will talk about your problems since, even without the seal on your body, people still don't trust you to not slit your throat in your sleep. The thing that you're petting's a type on, you idiot. It's... I know, said Naruto. It's one of the most venomous snake on planet. Ranking between first and second depends on who asks. As the animal rested its head on the back of Naruto's hand. What now, Anko said, as Kushina forced her down in the chair. Now I will do what I do to people that come here. You make your requests, and we talk like civilized humans, and I will see if I can help you, he said. Fine, tell me, where's the boy? I look for him everywhere, and I can't find him nowhere. Those 3 girls that he hang out with are heavily guarded, so I can't really get close to them. I want to talk to him, now, said Anko, with a glare. You really think that he's the one that removed your cursed seal? And even then, once I point you towards him, what will you do? Kill him? Or perhaps demand him to put it back? Or present yourself to him as some gifts of sorts? To thank him. Jealous, aren't you, Uncle said, with a smirk. Does the idea of me sleeping with him, to thank him, disturb you that much? Then you should have been the one removing the seal, Uncle said. As if I believe the rumors about you being called a snake slut, especially since you're still a virgin. Isn't it strange to have those monikers spat in your direction when you never even have a real boyfriend, he said, as he looked at Uncle's shocked face. I have a boyfriend, she yelled in anger. You had a boyfriend. Dear Mizuki was just using you to get the forbidden scroll. You were not happy when you admitted that. You were rather sadistic in your punishment of him, because he was begging for execution after you were just started, to get away from your wrath. No, that's creepy. Are you stalking me? How many spies do you have in the village to know that? Hokage-sama is the only one that know that I was the unknowing source for that bastard, said Anko, as she was still shocked. I have my secrets, Midarashi. Can't expect me to divulge them, said Naruto. Now, your requests. I am starting to get annoyed by all the delays. Do you want me to point you towards a boy or not? Yes. I want to talk to that brat. The seal was there before I reached the force of death, and after I talked to him it was just gone. I want to know how and why he did. That's it? That's all you want? No need to hide the truth from me now. I want to tell him I appreciate it, and I owe him a lot, more than he can even imagine, she whispered in a subdued voice. To tell you the truth, I did. Just to state my curiosity, I could see that your soul was being almost crushed underneath it, and I thought it could be a good idea. I got some knowledge out of it. So, and you got your freedom. Most people call it a win-win situation. Uncle blinked, her eyes going wide. You did... You? Nice to meet you. I'm Naruto Namikaze, but when I'm here people call me Baron Shi. As he removed his hood, the moment he did, Minato slapped a seal on the back of Uncle's neck. Uncle screamed as a seal sizzled a bit before disappearing under her skin. A little precaution, it will stop you from telling the others what happened here. We took it from the root envoys that we met some time ago. Sorry, we can't have people going around knowing who my son is. And no one are alive, said Minato as he moved with Kushina towards Naruto's side. As they removed their masks, Anko was speechless. You... Nice to see you again, Uncle. You grew up in a wonderful woman. I missed you a lot, said Kushina with a smile. I think we might have broken her, said Minato, as she slumped forward unconscious. Are you sure that we can trust her? Said Naruto. I know her since she was little. We won't have a problem, and now that she knows that she owes you for the seal. It might appear like she's crazy, but she has a huge sense of honor, and we block her ability to tell anyone anything about us. So that's also a plus, said Minato. If you say so, Veronica, take her to one of the spare rooms, said Naruto. As you wish. As Veronica picked up Anko and brought her to one of the rooms. I expect you to talk to her. No need having her go crazy at the revelation, said Naruto, as he looked toward his mother. Leave it to mommy. She will be your ally in a flash, said Kushina with a smirk. The infamous Talk no Jutsu. I feel such pity for poor Anko, said Minato. It's funny using it, said Naruto. I'm getting quite good at it myself. Yes, let it spread. What could possibly go wrong, said Minato. We'll go for now. We have an exam and an invasion to take part into, said Temari as she dragged out a fuming Sahara. As Sahara was fighting to go off to the room. We can't leave that woman here. I'll be fine, said Naruto as he pulled her in a hug. Mom will watch over her. I don't trust her. And me? Do you not trust me, said Naruto. She leaned to the hug. Okay, she said, as they broke the hug. Good night, handsome. We'll see you tomorrow, said Kankyu, as she grabbed the front of his robe and pulled him into a tight kiss. Kankyu, said Sahara. Good night, Naruto-kun, said Temari, as she did the same thing. Stop it this instant or I'll kill you both, said Sahara, as she chased them out of the shop using her sand to chase after them. Women, said Kurama, to say the words of the Nara clan. They're too troublesome, said Naruto. Are you sure that the Kazekage had to die? The fox said curiously. He was a risk that we could not leave unchecked. His thirst of power was making him too daring and blind. His removal was necessary to bring Konoha and the Sand back together in the future. I see. Politics is never easy. You're looking towards the future. We need this alliance. Kumo is too far to send eventual support, and the mist is slowly crumbling with their bloodline war. Even if the leader of the rebel win, it will take them too much time to recover, leaving us alone against a vengeful Konoha. Exactly. And even if they let us continue being their ally even after we attack them, the leash around our neck will just get tighter. No, we need to help Konoha during the invasion, and only then I will personally make things easier for us. Whatever the two daimyos, like it or not, it would have been better if I was still free and rampage all over the place. I would have caused less damage, said Kurama. You're making me blush, Kurama, said Naruto as he chuckled coldly. The next day, at Konoha, Chunin exam final arena. Why are you following me? Said Naruto. I owe you for the seal, and as Anko went quiet. And my mother asked you to join us. What about the village? Said Naruto. Other than the Hokage and Ibiki, I don't really have a lot of friends here. Kurna is the only one. And Yujiyo, that is my friend. I fear that, as you said, somehow my involvement with the Forbidden Scroll became known. It won't help. And even if I join you, it won't cut time with them, right? I won't force you to follow me, but know this. Your Hokage is planning to seal off whatever ability I have, and planning to force me to stay here, because my father lived in this village, and he was a fourth Hokage. He's so about the idea of protecting the village, that he can't accept the idea of me being happy somewhere else. Wait, they can seal your abilities away? Said Anko as the arena drew closer as they made their way. No, said Naruto. Those are power over the soul, a realm that humans cannot even begin to understand. Even if you seal a Bijo away, they still have their powers. Luckily, my sensei overcome that weakness. 2. Before leaving, my soul cannot be sealed away by anyone, said Naruto. Then what will happen? She asked. Jiraiya is giving me a wide berth ever since his meeting with Baron Shi. It is making him unable to come close. His doubts. Should he try something, I'll just leave. I don't let humans bother me. Humans? You don't see yourself as such? She asked. Well, consider what I can do. No, I don't see myself as a human. Right, Kurama? Way more than a dirty human. Way more than that, said the Kyuubi doll. The greatest Bijo sealed into a plush toy. Unable to move by himself. I can't believe it, said Anko. You can press me between your tits again, if you don't believe it. I'm just a toy, and I cannot move, said Kurama. Stuff, pervert, Anko said, as Naruto chuckled at that. To put your mind at ease, today, Orochimaru will die, and Sahara will be the one killing him. With my help, of course. A pair of hands appear and grab his shoulders. How? When? Where? Anko yelled. As Veronica appeared, an inch away from her, without her gloves. Strange liquid dripping from her fingertips, melting the floor. Calm down, said Veronica. Sahara will try to crush his body. To stop him from running, I'll do this. As Naruto whispered something in Anko's ear. You can do that? Anko said with wide eyes. It's nothing to... Naruto was cut off as a foreign tongue invaded his mouth, as she broke apart. Let me watch him die, screaming ungodly pain, and consider me your new bodyguard. And more, she said with a smile. Oh, okay, said Naruto, as she guided him towards the seat near the Sand siblings. See you later, said Anko, as she made her way towards Kunai, with a happy smile on her face and a spring in her step. She's planning something, said Sahara, as she sat down Naruto's lap, uncaring about the others watching. She won't have him. He's ours, said Kankyu. Mine, said Sahara. Sahara, said Temari. Sahara sighed. Ours, she said. You decide to share me, said Naruto. What am I? An object? I had no other choice, said Sahara. Why? Said Naruto. Between them and Mother and Sat my seal, I had to relent. As well as Shikaku too. It was either that or kill them all. And you would have hated me if I did that, and you'd have left me, and I would be alone as Naruto pulled her in a hug, cutting her off. Shh, I won't break up with you. Not after all this time with you. You're rather addictive, said Naruto. And sadly, I'm hooked. As he kissed her forehead. Sadly? Well, sadly for whoever tried to come between us, said Naruto. That's better, she said, she snuggled up against his chest. Don't worry, with the three of us. You won't need anyone else, said Kankyu, as she kissed his cheek. I am not as dirty as Konkyu, but what she said is the truth. You don't risk falling in love with someone else, with us guarding you, said Temari the smirk. Meanwhile, in the Kage's booth with Hiruzen and the fake Kazekage and the other dignitaries, I am happy to see you join us, dear Kazekage, said Hiruzen, with a formal tone and a nod. The trip here was fairly uneventful. I hope my daughters will pass. Otherwise, I will be displeased. They passed the preliminary fights with flying colors. They train hard, said Hiruzen as he looked towards the three girls that were sorted in Naruto. I was surprised to see young Taihara bring her boyfriend. The two must be very close to Hiruzen. How much I can't say, said the masked Orochimaru, not caring about who that guy was. As Neji moved into the arena to face off against Rock Lee. Two of Guy's people fighting each other. I wonder how this will turn out. But Hiruzen's mind was focusing on what Jiraiya said to him earlier. I talked to Baron Shi. He wouldn't cooperate no matter what we do. Any attack and things might spiral with the Hidden Sand. He didn't answer any questions about Naruto. He just treated me like a regular visitor to his shop before kicking me out of his place. It was troubling Hiruzen because the daughter of the Kazekages took a liking to Naruto, making his recovery back to Konoha more difficult. But Hiruzen wasn't that worried. He had not survived assassination attempts, siege attempts, shinobi wars, tax inspectors, and a divorce with his wife, only to be scared by taking back a member of his own village. With Naruto and the three Sand siblings. He's planning something, Naruto said, as he watched the Hokage kept on looking at him. Not surprising. He's probably trying to figure out how to have you return back here, said Temari. About the invasion, he asked. Talk with Baki. We gave him enough proof about Daddy's death. And the Sand setting up to cripple Konoha, with a snake coming out on top. So now we will help Konoha and be the good allies. We can ask the Wind Daimyo for a meeting and use the attack to ask for an excuse of missions once again to be shared. Helping Konoha in their time of need should move the Fire Daimyo enough to accept things, said Naruto. If it does not convince him, I'll just have to remember him how much death they both have with Baron Shi. As Naruto looked down to the arena, the two boys had marks and cuts on their body, as Lee was holding onto his arm, as he got a rather nasty hit from Neji that paralyzed his arm. We will finally settle if hard work can beat natural, prodigy Neji-kun, and I won't step down from winning. I admire your tenacity, but the chances of you winning are slim to none. You better surrender, said Neji. After seeing you and your cousin beat each other to death, I'm surprised it lasts this long, but I will win, said Lee, as he prepared himself to open the chakra gates. As if I will give you the time to do that, said Neji, as he moved forward. Meanwhile, in the sensei's boot, Lee, stop doing that, Neji won't let you open the gates, my guy yelled. What do you think, sensei? Who'll win? Tenten said, in a worried tone. I don't know. You will be called to make a choice, guy. Who do you want to see succeed? Rock Lee or Neji Hyuga? Who has the deeper meaning for you? Who is your pupil? You, Star. The words had a deeper meaning. The words of Baron Shi echoing Guy's head. I love my students the same way. I won't choose one over the other. Never, Guy had told Baron Shi. As Baron Shi had chuckled. You can try to fool yourself whether you like it or not, but in the end, you will choose one. Every humans make that choice, no matter how pure their soul is. You will tell me next time we see each other, Guy. I know you will. Guy had stormed out of the shop with a deep scowl. Now he was fighting with himself and his conscience. As is moral, he was fighting with himself, because he wished that Lee was the one that win the match. Lee had time to barely open the gate as Neji's palm thrust into his stomach. As Lee quickly jumped back. This will be over soon, Lee. Give up right now. You still have time to surrender. I won't stop till I prove my strength to everyone, said Neji. No, Neji, I will never lose, said Lee, as he vanished in a burst of speed. Rotation! As Neji created a spiral dome of chakra to protect his body. Lee's fist impacted with the jutsu, but he was thrown back roughly as he flipped and landed on his feet. I won't stop. I will show everyone how hard work triumphs over every obstacle. Suit yourself, said Neji as he rushed forward. Lee disappears as he slammed a flying kick right in Neji's face, shooting him to the opposite side of the arena. Not bad, but victory is not in your future. Not against me, as Neji activated his Byakugan, as he forced his chakra out. Konoha Senpyu, said Lee, as he came towards Neji in another flying kick. Useless, said Neji, As he dodged and slammed 2 fingers in Lee's chest, Lee was sent sailing as he crashed on the floor. Neji slammed another hit into his chest, forcing him out of the state that he was in, as Neji dropped low into a stance. For all that is worth, you did good, but just not good enough. Lee guy shouted in fear, as he knew that technique very well. 8 tetragrams, 64 palms, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 64 palms. Lee was sent sailing as he smashed into the arena wall like a bullet. The proctor quickly checked over on Lee. Winner of the fight, Neji Hyuga, Lee said Guy as he quickly went over to check on the boy. Meanwhile, with Naruto and the Sand Sisters, I told you, Guy, you'll have to make a choice between the two. It doesn't need a Necromancer to see that you prefer Lee over Neji. It is written literally in your eyes. I will be the next to fight, said Kankyu. We need all the strength we can for the invasion. Forfeit your match, said Temari. Aw, come on, I want to show how awesome I am, she said, whining. No, if we want the plan to succeed, we need to be ready, said Sahara. Fine, she grumbled. The next match, Kankyu of the Sand versus Shinua Berami. Proctor, I forfeit, she shouted. As the proctor looked towards her and confirmed it. Winner by forfeit, Shinua Berami. Will, Sahara of the Sand and Sasuke Uchiha please made their way down to the arena. I need to go, said Sahara. Huh? Why does she get to fight and I have to forfeit, said Kankyu. Naruto gave her a kiss. Have a good fight and pay attention, he said, as Kankyu whined. As Sahara disappeared in a swirl of sand, as the proctor asked if they're ready, they nodded. Begin. I hope you won't hold against me if I get brutal, said Sasuke, as he dropped in his fighting stance. That's what I want. Entertain me and my mother. As she released a wave of sand towards Sasuke, Sasuke flipped away several times before flashing through one sign. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. Sand press, she said. 2 hands of sand created and slammed the fireball together, dispersing it. Bird of the desert, she said, as she created a sandstorm that changed the entire scenery. Not that I don't like the change of scenery, but does it have a reason, Sasuke asks. Sahara smirked devilishly. He understood that she was planning something. Sand clone. As she created a few dozen sand clones around her. At least you don't have any more. Sand protecting you. As he jumped out of the way and launched a kunai right towards the original as he stabbed right in her forehead. Shit, Sasuke said. I thought that you would dodge. As she slumped over, but she poofed away. What? Sahara appeared behind me and locked in a bear hug, with the sand covering him immediately after. My boyfriend taught me your village. Share clone jutsu. Don't worry. Other than me, no one else in the sand know it. I promise I'll keep that secret, she said, as she added pressure to his arms. Okay, but I have more pressing matters now, said Sasuke, in a strained voice. Very fun. Sand maiden, she said, as 2 wings, created from sand, wrapped around them. What the? Sasuke said, confused, as spikes started to appear over it. Are you trying to turn me into a porcupine? Sasuke said. Me and Naruto tried this practice once or twice. It's really exciting, said Sahara, as she looked towards Naruto with a wink. Sexual preferences aside, you don't know I won't surrender, right, said Sasuke, as he swung his head back to hit her right in the nose. He flashed you once as he got room. Shidori! As he exploded out of the sand. With the senseis, you taught him that jutsu, said Kurnai. He was gonna fight that girl. I decided to give him some edge, said Kakashi. Well, their edge was not appreciated by her boyfriend, said Kurnai as she pointed at Naruto, who was glaring at Kakashi. Well, he's just a civilian. Right, said Kakashi as he chuckled nervously. Tsumi was rather nervous when I asked why Kiba should evade the boy, like he was some kind of death in reincarnation. It's not a polite move when the Inazakas and the Baramis decide to give the boy a white birth for someone to mess with him. As Kakashi looked over towards Naruto, but his eyes could not face his as he felt a shiver run through his spine. Back in the arena, come, we barely started, said Sahara, as she opened her arms. The sand all around started rippling in anticipation. As he wished. I'll do this properly then, said Sasuke as he ran up the wall. He flashed 2 hands and started to gather lightning as he started to decimate the wall underneath him. His Sharingan activated. Shidori! As he started to tear through the wall. Sankakun, said Sahara, as she covered herself in a dome of sand. Faster, faster, said Sasuke as he moved as fast as he could as he thrust his arm out, piercing the dome. As it collided, the explosion rocked the arena as dust covered everything. Explosive notes, said a voice as a second spear of sand appeared once the dust settled down. Useful tactics, said Tahara. You use the first dome to store the notes, the second protect you from the blasts. Smart move, said Sasuke, as he held onto his bleeding arm, with a smile on his face. Thank you, but I already have a boyfriend, she said. Yes. And I know if he starts thinking I am trying something with you, he will skin me alive. Shinobi or not, said Sasuke as he chuckled. Then we can finish this fight, said Sahara. That won't be possible. The voice of Kazekage said as the explosion went off in the booth, as feathers started to fall all over the arena. In the stands, as Naruto watches the feathers fall, well, it seems like it was time to begin. But guys, leave me and subscribe right here. If you want to see next parts and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Broken by the people that he loved, guys, and enjoy that over an Anime King. And also guys, on this channel, well, not on this channel, Anime King 3, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Exiled from the Yasusuke clan, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. And I indeed have 3 channels, Anime King, Anime King 2, Anime King 3, which I post what if every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click those red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll report and reply back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys very soon. Peace.